As soon as I heard that, I was like, no, it has to go on the registry. We do live in a 1.5 bedroom. We want to keep things minimal as possible, not like overcrowd our space. And I know like people gift it to you, but it's something that I feel like I can't justify the price. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I'm gonna be talking about everything I put on my baby registry as a first-time mom. I've scrubbed all of TikTok and watched a million videos, it feels like, about people's registries as a first-time mom, as a mom of 3, as a mom of 4. I've narrowed it down to something that I feel like would be very helpful for those who are confused or just don't know where to start with the baby registry. I am on a bit of a minimalist journey. I really did try my best to have a more minimal registry, but for my minimal friends out there, please let me know if you think that I don't need a lot of these items. I actually had 3 baby registries, one on Target, Amazon, and Babylist. I'll have my registries linked down below if you want to take a look at them. I will link the essentials for baby down in the description box below as well. So I'm just looking at my laptop over here. So starting off with the first category, diapering, because you know you're gonna run through so many diapers. For diapers, I've heard that it's best to try a bunch of different brands. Minimalist is the brand that stood out to me as a well-liked diaper brand. This is all things I've learned off the internet and TikTok and social media, but please do your own research if you can. Minimalist has less toxic chemicals than your average like Pampers or Huggies. However, I did put a few Pampers branded diapers on my registry because honestly it's what like all my nieces and nephews use. A little bit in moderation won't hurt. A lot of people really like the tried and true brand Pampers, so I'm like, let me just put that on the registry. I also put Curating diapers on my Babylist registry. Curating diapers are actually what I feel like are luxury diapers because they prevent blowouts. This is all alleged. I haven't tried it out for myself, but I do want to try at least 1 box of Curating diapers and report back on whether or not I really feel like it prevents blowouts for babies and whether or not it's worth it, because they are pretty pricey, but they are super clean ingredients. You know, you want the best for your baby. In the same diapering category, I did put a few different brands of diaper rash cream. I did want to try a few different ones just in case one was better than the other. The last thing you want when you have a baby is them having a diaper rash and your diaper rash cream doesn't work and you don't have another one and you have to go to the store. So I put Bordeaux's butt paste. It's like a funny name, but this one has really great reviews. I also put the Earth Mama organic diaper balm cream. This one has amazing reviews. It's EWG certified, which is a really good website you want to use if you're trying to find more non-toxic baby products, and you can just go on there and see like which ones are like super toxic, which ones are like not as toxic, or you know, this is like a scale apparently. So the ones that are EWG certified are the cleanest. In terms of wipes, I am only putting Honest wipes on my registry. However, I'm open to other brands as well. It's the same thing with the diapers. There are more toxic chemicals in some brands. In the Honest brand wipes, they are more cleaner ingredients. I think it's EWG certified. I also put on my registry a little spatula, which you can take the diaper rash cream and put it on the baby. I just feel like it's kind of convenient to have. I don't think it's like a must-have necessity because a lot of people use their fingers, but if you have a spatula, you might as well just use that and not get stuff on your fingers. I also got a diaper caddy. This is just to transport the essentials that I need for diapering. I imagine what will go on there is like diapers and a nail clipper, wipes, you know, like things like you might need on a day-to-day basis. The next category would be feeding. I do plan on breastfeeding and maybe doing a combination of breastfeeding, formula, bottle feeding. Because of that, I did want to put a few formulas on my registry. So I did put the Similac ready to feed formula, and it's just the formula in a liquid. I also put the Enfamil and the By Heart formulas on here, so I did want to put that on there just in case and see what formula my baby might like. I also did put 2 different brands of bottles on my registry. So I did the Philips Advent Natural Response bottles, and I chose the glass ones for these. I did want my babies to have a glass bottle instead of the plastic one just because of microplastics, but I was convinced by my friend who is a new mom to have at least 1 plastic bottle situation, so I did choose the Dr. Brown's anti-colic plastic bottles. I also did put Dr. Brown's anti-colic glass bottles as well. These are both really, really good brands to help not get so much gas into your baby when they're drinking their bottle. So apparently brands matter. I got a bottle warmer. I've heard from a lot of minimalists that this is not something that you need. A lot of people don't really use them. My plan is to hold off on using it, but I wanted to get it just in case. I grew up with nieces and nephews, and we just did the old school, run it through the water for a bit and then test it on your hand. That's kind of how I wanted to do it. The next thing I got was muslin burp cloths. I got a 12 pack. They're pretty like wide burp cloths. I don't know if it's my retainers on or something, but I can't say the word. So I got those. I heard those are really recommended for you to burp your baby, and it's 100% cotton, which is really nice. I put a few muslin baby bibs on there to also maybe catch some of that spit up. Now for bathing, I did put a newborn to toddler bathtub. It's super affordable. I think it's only 20 bucks. They can be pretty pricey, these things, and I just feel like it's something that I'm probably gonna use for a bit while they're newborn, and then we're just gonna move them to the tub as they're a toddler. So I didn't want to get anything too crazy or like something that I feel like, oh my gosh, this was so pricey, I feel bad like getting rid of it. I also did put this brand of shampoo and lotion, and it's called Pipette. It's fragrance free, it's super highly rated, and it's one of the more clean brands. I also heard that having like a micellar cleansing water for the baby is really good for those days in the beginning where you're not supposed to bathe them like every day, but you want to maybe clean like under their neck, because you know that's where the milk goes sometimes and can cake up. Have some micellar water and you can just clean them up that way. The next thing I put is the Burp Bees washcloths. I heard these are good. They're like organic cotton, I believe. I also put a set of muslin hooded baby towels, and a lot of minimalists have said you don't really need a baby towel, just use your own towel. But I just feel like babies are just so small, and I don't want to have like this really big towel around them and not have like a good grip on them. I don't know, I just personally feel like I need a baby towel. I also put a Frida Baby Control the Flow rinse cup, so I guess it like pours the water slower, so that it's not like just pouring all over. I was just gonna use like a cup, but I don't really know how bath time is gonna go, so I figured, hey, just put it on the registry, see how you like it, see how you can do without it. I have a memory that when I used to bathe my knees would hurt from like the bathroom floor, so I did put a pad on my registry. It's like a knee pad and an elbow pad, so you can put it on the bath and kind of rest your arms there. And again, I feel like these are things that are small. What I did not want to put on my registry were like big furniture items that I feel like I would only get a few months use out of. We do live in a 1.5 bedroom. We want to keep things minimal as possible, not like overcrowd our space, so that's kind of the goal with my registry. I also got a baby thermometer for the water because from what I've heard, a few new moms are not sure if the temperature is right for the baby, because sometimes it could feel warm to you but it might not feel warm to the baby. So I did get like a little ducky that you can put in the water and see the temperature of the water. There was another bath that had the thermometer like connected to the bath, but it was so pricey. I think it was like at least 80 bucks. And I know like, you know, people gift it to you, but it's something that I feel like I can't justify the price. Let me just put this little thermometer that's really tiny and it's only 15 bucks on the registry. That way, you know, if I don't use it, I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm down like 80 bucks or like I made someone spend 80 bucks for no reason. You know, I don't know. That's just my view, but I could be the only one that thinks like this. I don't know. Let me know. I might need to take my laptop and put it here because I feel like I keep looking to the side and it's kind of frustrating. So I also put the Honest Company 2-in-1 cleansing shampoo and body wash for sensitive skin. It's fragrance free. I didn't want to put like any fragrance on my baby yet. Moving on to baby health. I did put a rectal thermometer on here. A lot of people will make you believe that you need like the scanner thermometer, but I would get the rectal one because from what I've heard on the internet, the doctors actually say that that's the appropriate way to test the temperature of your baby, using a rectal thermometer. I also put a baby nail clippers on here, and I did put a baby nail file, electric nail file on here because I've heard that when babies come out, their fingernails are so fragile that if you cut them, you can make them bleed. And I was not trying to do that at all. The thought of making my baby bleed on its fingers fresh out the womb is like so scary. As soon as I heard that, I was like, no, it has to go on the registry. I also put saline spray and drops. If my baby gets sick, then I have the saline drops already on hand. I did put a few medicine items on here just in case. I also put Motrin on here, that's dye free. I put the Frida Baby dose pacifier. I guess you put the medicine and you put the syringe in the baby's mouth. Have vitamin D drops in here because if you're breastfeeding, you do need to supplement your baby with vitamin D drops because a lot of moms, they need supplements themselves for vitamin D. I put the Frida Baby nasal aspirator. I think it's such a weird device. You like have this contraption that you put in your baby's nose and then you suck on it. And there's obviously like a way to stop it from getting into your mouth, like the snot. I also put the Philip Advent Soothies on here. They are, I think, recommended by lactation consultants because they are like wider and it kind of mimics like the breast a little better, along with the pacifier holder. So, you know, when you're on the run, just put your little binky in there and close it up. I also have a pacifier clip on here. I also put the Bibs pacifier on here because I heard it's one of the best. My eyebrow lady was like, it's the best pacifier ever. So, and it has really good reviews, so I just put it on the registry anyway. People say that you need to try a few different pacifier brands. I guess to each their own. Like one of my sisters didn't really use pacifiers for her daughter, my niece. I might not need to use it as much, so I didn't put like a crazy amount of pacifiers on my registry, but I did put about 4. So I hope that's not a lot. Oh, I also put the MAM newborn pacifier for 0 to 3 months. The next thing I put is a cradle cap brush and comb. So this one is by Safety First, and a lot of babies get cradle cap, which is like there's dead skin shedding from their head or something like that. I'm not sure if that's medically like correct, but that's what I perceive it as. I put this cradle cap brush and comb so I can kind of brush off whatever has already come off, because you're not supposed to pick at it, you're supposed to let it come off on its own. With the cradle cap stuff, I also got the Tubby Todd cradle cap solution set, and it's just the Tubby Todd lotion, which I heard is so highly rated. Everyone says like, oh, my baby has like a little bit of eczema, and I put it on and it's gone. It also has like a wash for the baby to maybe get rid of that cradle cap, and it has like a little silicone brush that you can use in the shower as well. I did put teething drops. It's the Boreon Camellia teething drops for babies. I guess their gums get really irritable. So the Welleman's Organic Constipation Support, it's just constipation relief for babies. And I put gripe water, so that helps with colic and, you know, gas and things like that for babies. So the next category is breastfeeding. I did put the My Breast Friend pillow on here. People have mixed feelings about it. From what I've heard, it's good because it's sturdy. Like your baby's not gonna sink into, like the Boppy I heard is less sturdy, so the baby can kind of sink into the pillow. The My Breast Friend pillow is really sturdy, so that's why I put it on here. But I did also put the Boppy on my registry because I heard it's good for tummy time, so I feel like it would be convenient. I did put the Willow Silver Nipple Shields, which are kind of like silverettes. These have antimicrobial properties that help with like chafing and healing of your nipples. Your girls can get really sore in the process of breastfeeding, so these help with that. I was like, sold. And this I actually bought myself. Like all the like TMI products on my registry I bought for myself because I don't really need people buying me nipple shields. Like it's a little awkward. I also put on here the washable nursing pads. I did buy these myself as well. This is for when you leak. These are a little bit more sustainable because you don't need to throw them in the trash. You can just wash them. I also put hot and cold packs for the breasts. I heard it can help with like soreness. The lactation massager I did put on my registry for somebody to buy, and this helps with like clogged milk ducts because that can happen as well when you're like too engorged with milk. I also got a wearable breast pump. Well, I put it on my registry and I did get it as well. It's the LV Curve manual wearable breast pump. So you kind of just put it in your bra on the side where you're not breastfeeding your baby, and it catches the letdown. I also put the Haka on here. I've heard really good things about the Haka. The Haka is more like you suction it on and it kind of just catches all the letdown milk. I did put the Mom Cozy storage bags for milk on here because I do plan on creating like a little freezer stash of milk. I also put a nursing cover, which is one of those like extra things. Like you don't really need a nursing cover, but I feel like it's just so convenient and it takes up the space of like a little blanket, so why not? I also put bottle soap and a bottle brush. I don't know if you really need special soap for your baby's bottles. I just figured it's like less toxic, but I think there's so many like really clean dish soap brands out there. You don't really absolutely need this. I also got wipes to clean like the pump parts for when you pump. I put a baby teether on there because babies start teething around 4 months sometimes. This bottle sterilizer is something that I didn't want to put on my registry as well, but I trust that I might need it, so I put it on there. Again, like some new moms are telling me like, you really need the bottle sterilizer, like it's gonna make your life so much easier. So fine. I've been influenced by my friends. I would be okay if I just boil my bottles and sterilize them that way, or just wash them. Hopefully I will report back. I will do another video and talk about what I actually liked for my registry, what I actually use. Moving on to stroller and car seat. This one just has one and I got the Graco Modes Nest Travel System. I went with a tried and true brand that's been around for a long time. I know we're living in the era of the Nunas and all these expensive luxury strollers that are more of a light stroller, but honestly I just want to go with something that's been around for a long time and it's highly rated and will hopefully last the test of time forever. It's probably going to be a little heavier than these luxury brand strollers, but I think I'm okay with that. Maybe it's just another way to work out. For baby tech, I did put a Hatch portable sound machine. I put the portable one on my registry because I didn't want the big one. The big one is pretty pricey, and from what I've heard, it's not really worth the money. It's a popular brand, but you're better off getting like a regular sound machine and just using it for the baby than the Hatch is what I'm getting from TikTok and people on YouTube and things like that, because I've used both YouTube and TikTok for my research. I feel like the portable version serves two purposes, because I could use it for at home or I can take it out. I will want to use it in the hospital. It's in my hospital bag currently, and you know, babies like a noise that resembles the womb, so that's why I got this one. And in tech, I got the Infant Optics DXR 8 Pro video baby monitor. It has no Wi-Fi. I do not want anyone stealing footage of my baby, and I've heard that that could be a thing if you have a Wi-Fi monitor. And how would you know? How would you know if someone's stealing footage from you? One less thing to worry about. And also I heard it's not always the greatest, because if you don't have Wi-Fi, then you can't really see your baby. You lose connection. So that's why I did a no Wi-Fi monitor. In air quality, I put an air purifier from Amazon. It's just an air purifier that has good reviews on Amazon. So did put the Canopy dishwasher safe humidifier. I've heard really great reviews on this one. I didn't want to get the Frida Baby air purifier because I heard it's like really hard to clean and it does get like moldy in there, and what's the point of having an air purifier if it gets moldy? Like, this is an item I felt like was worth the splurging, or worth like getting gifted, and it's something that I feel like I will use even beyond like my baby's years. I love that it's dishwasher safe. You can just throw it in the dishwasher. And in gear and activity, I have the Lovery, I don't know how to say that, playmat. I've seen this one on TikTok a lot. Babies seem to love it. It has a lot of good sensory black and white cards and things like that. Babies like a lot of contrast, so the black and white cards keep them entertained. I also got the Snuggle Me Organic Lounger. This one is to set the baby down around the house and stuff. It's like a comfortable little cozy pillow nook that you can put your baby in. I put the Baby Bjorn bouncer chair on my registry. Babies seem to really like this one from what I've heard on the internet. I heard it's like sensitive to the baby's like bouncing, so when the baby bounces on its own, like the chair kind of bounces, so that's nice. It keeps the baby soothed in that way. It's something that the baby can grow with because it fits toddlers as well. Although I feel like I really wonder if my toddler would want to be on there. I also put the toy attachment for the bouncer chair to keep the baby entertained. I have a mirror for the car. I did put a few different swaddles on my registry, which felt extra, but every baby's different, so you don't know what they're gonna like. And I fear that when it comes time for their bedtime, they won't like my swaddles. So I put the Love to Dream swaddle, which is a really popular one, although I've heard some babies don't like it. So I also put the Halo Sleep Sack swaddle. This one is like velcros on. The other one, Love to Dream one, zips up. And I've put a few muslin blanket swaddles on here just in case I want to do the good old-fashioned swaddle with the blanket instead of the Halo or the Love to Dream swaddles. I did put a few receiving blankets on here so that I can take my baby on home with this blanket. And I put some organic cotton fitted sheets for the crib. I also put an extra Newton baby mattress cover just in case. A friend gave us her baby crib, which is super nice. It comes with the Newton mattress and the cover, so that's something that we were lucky enough to not have to purchase or put on our registry. Baby carriers. I put the Mom Cozy carrier on here. There's a lot of carriers out there. I didn't do extensive research on them, to be honest. I just put the Mom Cozy one on my registry to give it a try. I was gifted this one as well. It was highly rated, so I have high hopes. Now this is like the miscellaneous category on my registry, and this is the final category on my registry. The Amazon 3-tier rolling cart. This is crucial for me because I want to put my postpartum stuff, a few diapers on here, and this can be easily repurposed after babies. I also put some drawer organizers for the baby's dresser to organize all its clothes. I added a baby changing mat that's wipeable. This one is the Blissful Diary Vegan Leather Baby Changing Pad. I thought it was a pretty good price, 35 bucks for a changing pad. And it does remind me of like the more expensive changing pads, like the Kigaroo, I think it's called. People say they don't really use like a changing station, they just change the baby everywhere. So for me, it was important to find a changing pad that was more affordable. I also put a waterproof portable changing diaper pad just in case I'm outside and need to change the baby's diaper. I think this is something essential to have. I have the baby announcement sign on here. It's just so cute. I do want to take a picture of my baby with all its like measurements and name when she comes out. The Kite Baby bamboo 3-piece brush set. It has goat hair, wooden bristles, and a bamboo comb all in one. It's very pretty and aesthetic than like just any regular comb. So, and it's hopefully something that can be passed down. I have a drying rack for baby bottles on my registry, so after cleaning the bottles you can just pop them on there to dry. I put a trunk organizer on my registry. I do want to have extra baby stuff in the trunk, like a change of clothes, extra wipes, like things that you feel like you need, you can just have in the car. I also have an egg light. I heard the egg light is really nice to change the baby's diaper in the middle of the night. And I didn't put just any one, I put the one where you can change colors because I heard red is the best light to change the baby diapers in because it doesn't really disrupt sleep that much. I put some pacifier wipes on here. Pacifiers are bound to fall on the floor, so if that's the case, I do want to be prepared to just wipe it off. I'm a bit of a germaphobe. A collapsible wash basket is something that I want to be able to clean the bottles in there. Some people just pop them in their sink, but like the germaphobe in me could never, even if I clean the sink. This last one is a baby gate, and I know we're gonna need one when the baby starts crawling around. I don't want the baby near the stairs, so I put the baby gate on there to block off that area. I also put a diaper bag from Amazon. It's the Ruvalino brand. It has like almost 5 stars and a lot of reviews. I do feel like sometimes I could go with the bougier route and put like a Calpac or one of these like specific brands of baby diaper bags, but I feel like why? Like, I don't know. I think I have changed a lot as a non-working gal because I do feel like the value of money feels more intense now. And I'm just like, why not have like a cute, affordable one? Anyways, that's just a side rant. The Mom Cozy Universal Stroller Organizer with insulated cup holder, detachable phone bag, and storage strap. So it's supposed to fit on the stroller, and I think it would be so nice for walks. Just pop your little phone on there, just have everything you need. The last thing I also put on here that's worth noting is the Graco Pack and Play, a playpen to go. And I figured, if we're ever visiting family and I need to put the baby in a crib, I can sort of have this for the baby. I truly hope that I use all of it because that will make me feel good and it'll make me feel like I did the right thing. Feel free to look through my registry. If there's anything that I didn't really mention, then forgive me. I think I just want to give a disclaimer because I added a ton of small items to my registry because more of our community was asking for our registry and we didn't really have anything left to buy. If you see extra things, that's probably why. Thing I didn't really mention are first aid stuff and like postpartum care, dermaplast, like the Freedom Mom upside down bottle. Like these are all just things for me, not for babies. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to go through my registries and use them as your guide. Let me know if I went way too overboard. I don't think I did. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and like this video if it was helpful, if you learned anything new. I will see you in the next one. Bye.